And for 37 years, I have failed at teaching myself how to draw. But this is what I am doing to change all that. I'm starting small and slowly building. And I'd like to share with you what I've learned and hopefully help someone else in the process. So let's jump right into it. Have you ever sat down to draw, look at your page, and thought, why won't my hands just do what my brain sees? That's the moment every absolute beginner artist faces. Your imagination is bursting with characters, worlds, and ideas, but your hand feels like it belongs to someone who just discovered pens 5 minutes ago. You see this perfect image in your mind. Maybe it's a flowing dress, a confident pose, or just a simple tree. But when you try to capture it, what comes out looks nothing like what you imagine. The gap between vision and reality feels crushing. And here's the truth: there is nothing wrong with you. You're not untalented. You're not broken. What you're missing is motor skill, and that's something anyone can build. Your hand isn't failing you, it's just learning. And today, we're going to fix that gap once and for all. When you first try to draw, your hand is clumsy. Lines wobble, circles look like potatoes, and curve flattens into awkward zigzags. This isn't a sign that you can't draw. It's simply proof that your hand and brain haven't practiced working together yet. Think about it. Did you ride a bike perfectly the first time? Swing a baseball bat without missing? Write your own name in kindergarten without it looking like ancient cave graffiti? Of course not. You probably fell off that bike. You probably missed that ball completely. And your name probably looked like a toddler's fever dream. But you didn't give up on walking, writing, or riding bikes. You understood that those were skills that needed time. Motor skill is earned through repetition, practice, and patience. And just like every other skill you've mastered, this one will click too. Motor skill is the foundation of drawing. It's not glamorous, it's not Instagram worthy, but it's the bridge between your vision and the page. Every line you draw is a signal running from your brain down your arm, through your fingers, to the tip of your pen. At first, that signal is static filled and fuzzy. With practice, it sharpens into clarity. Think of it like tuning a radio. And yes, I'm showing my age here. At first, all you hear is noise and fragments of music. But as you fine tune the dial, the signal gets clearer and clearer until suddenly a perfect sound. That's what happens with your drawing. Right now, the signal between your brain and hand is fuzzy, but every practice session tunes that dial a little bit more. But check this out: once your hand obeys your mind, you unlock freedom. You can sketch the character in your head without fighting your own muscles. You can shape worlds without feeling betrayed by your shaky wrist. You stop thinking about the mechanics and start thinking about the art. But this takes time and a lot of drawing practice. Let's log into the science for a moment. Motor skill relies on two types of memory: procedural memory and muscle memory. Procedural memory is what lets you tie your shoe or drive a car without thinking. Muscle memory is your body learning patterns through repetition until it becomes automatic. When you practice drawing lines, curves, and ellipses, you're literally rewiring your brain. Neurons fire together, build stronger connection, and tell your hand, this is the way. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new neural pathways. Every time you repeat a motion, those pathways get stronger, like wearing a path through grass by walking the same route every day. It's not about talent, it's neuroscience. And the more you practice, the smoother those signals become. The best part: Your brain loves patterns. Once it recognizes the pattern of a smooth line or a perfect circle, it wants to repeat it. You're literally training your brain to crave better drawings. Now imagine your hand is a beginner athlete. At first, it's slow, stiff, and uncoordinated. But with training, it learns rhythm, it learns balance, it learns speed. You don't ask a beginner runner to sprint a marathon. You build stamina step by step. Drawing works the same way. Every straight line, every curve, every ellipse is like lifting small weights for your artistic muscles. A runner doesn't judge their first mile. They celebrate showing up. They celebrate finishing. They trust that tomorrow's mile will feel a little easier. Your drawing practice deserves the same kindness. Don't judge your first 100 lines. Celebrate drawing them. Celebrate showing up. Trust that tomorrow's lines will feel a little smoother. You're not just doodling, you're training, and training always pays off. Every professional athlete started exactly where you are now, awkward, uncertain, but willing to put in the work. Here's the part no one talks about. Motor skill practice feels boring. It's 10 minutes of drawing the same line over and over. It's circles that don't look like circles yet. It's curves that refuse to smooth out. And your brain whispers, this is pointless. Real artists don't do this. But that whisper is a lie. Every artist who looks confident today started right here with shaky lines and stubborn curves. Your brain is wired to seek instant gratification, especially in our scroll happy world. But drawing, real drawing, is about delaying gratification. It's about trusting that boring repetition leads to beautiful results. Think of it like learning piano. You don't start with Mozart, you start with scales. Those scales feel monotonous, but they're building the finger strength and coordination that will eventually let you play anything. The only difference between them and you, they kept practicing when it felt boring. They trusted the process. If you can push through that boredom, you're not just building motor skill, you're building resilience. And resilience is what transforms beginners into artists. So, how do you actually build motor skills? It doesn't have to be complicated. If you want to build motor skills, the secret isn't hidden in some mysterious technique. It's right in front of you. Small, consistent drills. Think of them as daily investments in yourself. Each stroke, each line, each circle you practice is like placing another stone, gradually shaping the solid groundwork your drawing skills will stand on. Progress isn't flashy in the moment, but over weeks and months, and yes, even years. Those quiet repetitions add up to transformation. So let's do this. Grab some lined notebook paper, a pen or pencil, a ruler, and some kind of timer. Set your timer for 5 or 10 minutes. That's up to you. On the lined notebook paper, create a 2-inch column on the left side of the paper. Start your timer. And on the first open space, create a 2-inch wavy line from the left margin to the right margin, using the top and bottom lines as guides. Then trace that line 10 times. Continue drawing a wavy line in each open space and tracing each line 10 times until your timer goes off. This will get you started on training your motor skills, building confidence with your drawing, and help you develop the habit of practicing drawing daily. Don't worry if your lines aren't perfect on day 1 or day 10 or even day 30. Progress in motor skills isn't linear, It's like climbing stairs. Sometimes you'll plateau, then suddenly jump up 3 steps at once. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes a day. Not perfection, not fancy sketches, just reps, like push ups for the art muscles. After weeks, you'll learn your lines will strengthen, your curves will smooth, your hand will listen. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll draw a perfect circle on that first try and think, wait, when did I learn to do that? So here's my challenge to you. Set aside 10 minutes today, just 10, and practice one drill. Don't worry about results. Don't worry about style. Just let your hand learn. Pick a drill that feels most approachable. Maybe it's straight lines. Maybe it's circles during your lunch break. There's no wrong choice, just the choice to start. Because here's the truth. Every line you draw, even the ugly lines, is a vote for your future self as an artist. You're not just building motor skill, you're building confidence, you're building patience, you're building the bridge between your imagination and the page. Remember, the artist you admire probably spent hundreds of hours drawing lines that look just like yours do right now. The only difference is they kept going. So, are you ready to put those 10 minutes in today? Your future artist self is waiting, and they're going to be so proud that you started. So if you practiced your drawing for at least 10 minutes today, or 5, put in the comments below 10 minutes stronger or 5 minutes stronger. Until the next video, take care of yourself and keep practicing your drawing. Michael, the Absolute Beginner Artist.